First off, for me to be disparaged on this great program, HBCU Gameday, and my name to be disparaged before I even show up, before I'm even here, that's not acceptable. That's not professional, right? Darius, number two over there, already starting with the quick comments about ego and attitude problems, having to check me. This is not how you introduce me to a program and into such a new viewership, a new program like this. It's not okay. Okay, I am Darius Carter. I am wrestling's richest prize. I am the All Father, and I am your opponent, Darius number two. Let's talk about that.
Yeah. Now, are you introducing yourself as Darius number two? Was that part of your intro?
No. You are.
No. You got to stop with this Darius number two thing. We gave you credit where credit is due. Chris kissed your ass a little bit with the whole "you're a nice pro wrestler." You are a good pro wrestler, Darius, and we gave you your credit. But the thing is, we're not disparaging your character. We're holding you accountable. Because what Chris has said is exactly right. You put us in a position. You put me in a position, and now you got to get yourself in a position that you might not want to be in.
Okay, guys, let's kind of let's reel this in just a little bit. Tolly, if you don't mind, I'll kind of stay in the middle right here.
It's yours.
Kind of mediate between the two, just as much as I can. And Darius Carter, I know that you may feel attacked in a way. Me and Darius Lockhart are friends. We go back. We used to wrestle together. But I will stay in the middle and mediate between you two. Okay, is that cool? Is that fair?
Can you be in the middle?
I can.
Because it seems like you and everybody associated with this program, with this whole situation, is trying to veer on his side. That's what it seems like, a whole shift.
Mr. Carter, you remember beforehand on Ashe's YouTube page, I've done interviews with both of you guys. You both had the same amount of time, and I made sure you guys had ample amount of time to talk about your side. So let's do it right here. Since you guys are both together, I'm going to give you the floor, Darius Carter, okay? When Darius Lockhart was in the ring back on December 1st to give money to the school, what made you want to come in that moment to interrupt that beautiful moment where he was giving $2,500 to his school and ultimately pushing the teacher that he gave that check to?
See, but there it is right there. It's already biased because you're talking about a beautiful moment. I interrupted a beautiful moment. Beautiful moment is a perspective. Maybe not everybody saw that as a beautiful moment. Maybe I didn't see that as a beautiful moment. Why? Because that could have been done in the locker room. You could have done that in the back. To me, it was Darius Lockhart using that moment to amplify his return to professional wrestling. For me, it was Darius Lockhart saying, let me come in the ring on my show. Let me give this person a certificate. Let's give him a check and then announce my match. And then Billy Dixon comes out, who also had quit. Another quitter. See, these are two things where we're not getting the full aspect of this picture here. We're not getting the total picture. Darius Lockhart left. Oh, here we go. He's going to interrupt me. There it is.
Oh, quick let him finish. Let him finish. Let him finish. We'll get to you, Darius. Darius Carter, go ahead and finish.
Darius Lockhart said himself he hasn't wrestled in 2 years. Why was that? Wasn't because he was hurt. Wasn't because he was injured or taking a sabbatical. He left because he quit. He quit the business for nearly 2 years. He comes back, all this pomp and circumstance, everyone is forgetting this, everyone's cheering for him. It's okay that he did this, giving this teacher a check to elevate that. And then Billy Dixon comes out there and he's about to accept a match against Billy Dixon, who also had quit the business when I made him quit in a professional wrestling match that was meant to be his last match. That man said that is going to be my last professional wrestling match, June 17th, 2022, and he has lied. That has not been the case since then. So when two people are in the ring lying to each other and making it look like this great gesture, giving this teacher a check, all of that was wrong. The message was wrong. It was all lies. It was all deceit. And that's why I came out there to bring truth to the situation. That's all that was. And we're talking about a beautiful moment. Nothing beautiful about it.
We have to make sure Darius Lockhart has his opportunity. He called you a quitter, Darius. What is your response to that?
I've never in my life said the words quit. Darius Lockhart never tweeted quit. He never Instagram quit. He never said on the microphone quit. I left without a word to any of you because I don't owe you anything. Any explanation. I needed to feed myself and my soul. I always intended to come back to pro wrestling. Always. It is my first love. It is my only love. I'm telling you this right now. To say that I quit is disingenuous. That's lying. That's a defamation. What you and Billy have going on, hold that man accountable, that's fine. But what I see is an opportunity to come back, to give my light, the excitement that people have to see me back in the ring again, and spread it on to all of you guys, to make you guys a part of said moment with me. The entire show is not just my moment, it's our moment. And I gave you one of your moments, Carter. I see the potential in you. You had a moment with Jonathan Gresham and you beat a world champion. That was your moment. But it was your decision to tarnish said moment with selfishness. It was your decision to tarnish said moment with nefarious tactics. It was your decision to tarnish those moments with all these asterisks next to your names. Your win has an asterisk. You talking to me the way you do has an asterisk because you're not telling truth. You're telling lies. So now at this point, it was already a matter of principle. Now it's a matter of emotionality. Now I really want to kick your ass. So respectfully, you can't just keep lying to Chris Lee and the world like this, especially HBCU Gameday. I just won't allow you to just sit there and ship perspective like that.
Just really quick, guys, before we hand it back over to Tolly, I just wanted to make sure, like, you guys are both professional wrestlers, really talented at what you're doing. I would love the fact that you guys were able to get along, but you clearly can't. One of the things, Darius Carter, you've said against Darius Lockhart is you feel like the culture crowned him and he dropped the ball. I want you to, right here in front of Darius's face, right here on HBCU Gameday, something that does represent the culture, right? Explain what you meant by that the culture crowned him and he dropped the ball. Does that mean that you can pick up that same ball and carry it further than him?
I could have carried it the entire time, and that's the point that I've been making. See, Darius Lockhart was given that ball. Everybody likes him. He's a likable guy, and I understand that. And I've never disparaged him or discredited the work that he's doing behind the scenes. I've never discredited the work that he's done in the community. That's not what we're talking about, all right? We're talking about a man saying that he's going to come back and make his grand return, and he's going to keep me in check. And that's where we have the issue. If he was just saying, I'm coming back and having this professional wrestling match, so be it. But but we're not even, let's not even get that far, right? Because we're going to keep this on the prospect of, we're going to keep this on the premise of the culture and how he dropped the ball. Because everybody was pushing for Darius Lockhart. That's how we saw those appearances on NWA. Everybody clamoring behind this man. He had the crowd in his hands. Respectfully, he did. But this is what I mean. He said it himself. He didn't feel like he owed anybody an explanation. He took his ball and ran. Left the culture wondering, who are they going to look to? Looked past me, looked through me as if I wasn't in the room, as if I wasn't sitting here working, grinding. Blood, sweat, tears, sleepless nights, hours upon days upon weeks, committing myself to the craft. You said it yourself, Chris Lee, that I don't get the credit that I deserve. And it's a bona fide fact. Only within the past few years of the PWI mentions and winning the 2022 Super 8 and holding championships up for all these promotions were people giving me the just due. But Darius Lockhart got it many, many years ago. And he took that ball and he dropped it and he left it there. Didn't even pass it to somebody, didn't give somebody the assist. So then he comes back here, is handing out checks on his show talking about a return. How does no one see the hypocrisy in this? He had the opportunity to make those moves years ago. He was on NWA.
Listen,
and he dropped the ball and he left.
If I have to be gone, if I have to leave for you to get away, then you need to get the hell off the beach.
Oh,
you understand?
please.
No. Because listen, because that's the issue. You say the culture was given to me and they gave me all these things. Yes, people were supporting me. But people don't know what it's like in those rooms when you get there and in the top of the promotion, the people who make the decisions, the people who decide it gets to be on the flyer, well, they don't want it to look like me. When the people choose me, the people have always chosen me. That's not new to me. But these industry standards, they don't choose us, and you know that. That's why we make Ashe. because they looked over you. You're right. You were one of the most overlooked wrestlers I've ever noticed in my life. You're one of the most overlooked wrestlers. You're very talented, but no one's going to give you anything. And no one gave me anything in this industry. I had to work for it. And those people responded and saw that I had to work for it. Those doors weren't meant for me to open. A tweet got me there. Hundreds of people tweeting, saying we want Darius Lockhart got me there. You have to make them want you. And you being upset that the culture didn't choose you over me, spilt milk, cry me a river. You're a child. Grow up.
Mr. Carter, I just got to ask you this one question before we hand it back. You mentioned those things. Are you jealous of the things that Darius Lockhart was able to accomplish before he took his sabbatical from pro wrestling?
Well, see, but where did that come up anywhere in the conversation? Where was that a topic?
This is just a question I'm asking.
Talking about that. I'm not talking about his accolades before then. Nobody's comparing. We're not comparing accolades. I'm talking about the man being put on the pedestal, and then he walked off and he left.
That could be something that you could be jealous of.
I walked away from people telling me that there was a ceiling for me, and it was a floor I didn't even want to walk on. You understand what I'm saying to you? I walked away so we can come back and make Ashe. That's what I left to do. I left to go get my resources to get myself together so we can create something like this, because they aren't going to give it to us. What do you not understand? The people, what did I walk away from, Carter? Ask yourself, what did I really walk away from?
It's the hypocrisy of it all. All of it. Hypocritical. The point is, Darius, you had your chance. You had your time. It's a wrap. And now this is what you do now. This is what you're meant to do. You're meant to curate shows. You're meant to put on professional wrestlers like me, just like Billy Dixon. Billy Dixon with Pro Wrestling Vibe, with Paris is Bumping. That's the role he should be in, and that's the role you should be in at this point, sir. You should be sitting in the back helping put these shows together and spotlighting professional wrestlers like me. You shouldn't be on an Ashe show, sir. You should be running the show. You should be curating the show. That's what should be happening.
Well, guess what? I am going to be on an Ashe show against you this Saturday. Like you said, everyone knows.
Unfortunately for you.
No. Unfortunately for you. Yeah. But fortunately for these fans, they get to witness an ass whooping of a lifetime. Because Saturday, the 24th at Piedmont, here in Charlotte, you're going to come to my territory. You're going to realize the mistake you made. That's what you're going to realize.
All right, guys, let me cut in right quick. Let's bring Tolly back in, because I don't want to sully this program at all. Let's try to sell some tickets. I see you taking off the jacket, Darius. This Saturday at Piedmont Open Ivy Middle School, Ashe Wrestling, AsheWrestling.com. Go get your tickets. This is one of two main events. Darius Carter, the Allfather, versus the intergalactic soul, Darius Lockhart. And this one's basically all about pride. This one's all about right versus wrong, good versus evil, and whichever side you choose on either of those parts, right? Because Darius Carter, I see your face. You feel like you're right. You feel like you're good. You feel like the other side is evil. So whichever side you choose, right? I wasn't placing any place on that. All right. So let's bring Tolly back in here, because this is the main event. I just want to make sure I don't mess up this program anymore, because I'm sure that he's never had two coaches go back and forth like this on the show.
Well, there was a little thing at Alabama State one time. But anyway.
Yeah, okay.
That was a thing. We should have had them on the card as well. Well, look, guys, don't follow children. Don't follow animals. Don't follow Chris Lee, and don't follow Darius. You guys left it all on the table. The culture will decide this Saturday. Charlotte, we're going to have the description down below if you want to check it out, if you want to check out the stream, if you want to buy tickets and get there. Chris Lee will be on the call. Gentlemen, I will leave it at a big thank you for joining us here on HBCU Game Day. Darius Carter, Darius Lockhart, Chris Lee, Ashe Professional Wrestling. It's going to be a good one this weekend in Charlotte. Guys, thank you so much.
Thank you, Tolly.